Is this better? Okay, we're kind of in the sun, but it's not bad. Hi, I'm Danny. Today we're vending at Lucky Stars Market, and I thought I would bring you guys along with me so you can kind of see what the whole process looks like. Lucky Stars is a market in San Diego, California. I live in Orange County, California, which, if you don't know, is like the midpoint between San Diego and LA. So this drive is about an hour and some change for me, but it's 100% worth it. I love this market so much. The people who vend here and who come to shop here are so amazing and kind and just the best people ever. I am the luckiest person in the entire world because I just got street parking on the same block as the market, which never happens for me. I usually have to end up paying for parking, but here we are. So we're going to unload the car. You can see my tables and stuff. We're going to unload the car, set up. My friend is also vending at this market today. So once we get all set up, we'll probably either go get coffee or go send her boyfriend to go get us coffee. And I'll just keep you posted throughout the day. So stay tuned. So one thing that really sets Lucky Stars apart as a market, especially in terms of the shoppers, is that even though they have both handcrafted and vintage sellers, I feel like a lot of the times at most markets, shoppers really come for one or the other, and mostly it's vintage clothes. I think they tend to be more affordable and things like that as well. But here the shoppers really come for both, so it's really, really fun to get to interact with people who want to see both. Trip number one from the car. Need one more trip to unload the rest of my stuff, and then it's all set up from there. Oh, sorry. Oh, hi. How are you? Good. New city. Oh. Let's look at the map again because I think I know where I am.
I think you're like there-ish.
I think I'm like right here, but there's somebody's wagon there, so maybe I'm wrong. Oh, okay.
I know I'm there for sure. I don't know if he's like on this side.
Let's see. You're a little honey bear?
Yeah. I honestly have no idea.
And this is like the entrance, so that's everything out here. Here's showroom. Okay. Or you know what? Here. Let's sit down, okay? Let's enjoy ourselves. We are home. It was a super successful market. I had a lot of fun, met some cool people. My friend Julia was vending there too, so I had good company the whole time. And yeah, it's a bit of a drive for me, like I said earlier. It's about an hour and some change, like hour 15 drive. So I'm pretty tired. I was standing for most of it, just trying to help people as much as possible. And now I'm just gonna take a hot shower and make some pasta, and then we'll come back after I feel like a person again, and I'll give you the rundown of how much I made, what my expenses were, and just kind of like a bit more about the day. But for now, just know it was a very good day and that I'm very, very tired. So I'll see you in a second. Hi, it's the next day. What's funny is that I probably look more tired and disheveled than I did when I checked in with you guys yesterday, but I actually feel so much better. So yeah, let's jump into it and I'll give you a rundown of what a market day looks like for me. We'll go through, I'm looking down because I have notes. I have notes so I don't forget to tell you guys things. Okay, so let's start with just a timeline of what my day looks like, specifically doing Lucky Stars, which is a drive. So for me, that looks like I wake up at around 6:45. I'm out the door by 7:30. I stopped and grabbed a coffee before I hit the road, and then from there I just did it in a straight shot all the way down to San Diego. So I got there right about 9. I got super lucky, got parking within 3 minutes. I walked in. You saw me doing a little bit of my setup. I didn't film the whole thing because it's just kind of like I have to be all over the place. There's not really a good way for me to set up the camera to where I can film it and not block other people. Sorry if you can hear my cat. He's jumping all over the place. For me, my market setup usually takes me around 45 minutes to an hour. The market went from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it was a longer one, but I definitely prefer going to markets that are on the longer side because I feel like you just get more bang for your buck. That was my cat. Breakdown is usually a lot faster than setup because there's not as much stuff. Breakdown is just getting it back in the boxes and getting it back in the car. So that usually takes me no longer than 30 minutes and usually closer to 20. And then I drive home another hour 15. I got home just before 7. The rest of the night was just coming home, filming a little outro for you guys. And oh my god, my cat. Are you done on your own? He's not done. Okay, so I got home, I prepped dinner, and then dinner was cooking while I got to take the best shower ever. And then we just watched Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Yeah, that's kind of what the rest of a quick overview of what the day looked like on the actual market day. During the market, it was so much fun. I actually have to stop my cat. This is the culprit. He doesn't want to be with me. He gut punched me. Okay, let's try that again. During the market, it was super fun. This market is really lively. There's always a good amount of people there, so never a dull moment. And whenever there was a slow moment, I would just go hang out at my friend's table. The best part, of course, is always meeting you guys, and then best part again is also seeing returning customers. That's so crazy to me. Okay, we're struggling today. The cats are very active. The music is always so good. If I can find the DJ's info, I'll put it here because the DJ was great. I got set up right next to the stage, so the DJ was directly behind me. And so every so often I would like look back and be like, hi. So I don't know if you can tell from these videos, but I'm generally a bit more on the soft-spoken side. I don't tend to yell very much. I'm not a very loud person. And I actually don't tend to speak very much. I kind of only say something when I feel like I have something that I need to say. So it's really fun to be set up next to the music, but that also meant that I was actively yelling. Today my voice is very, very tired, but I don't mind. I think it kind of makes me seem a bit more outgoing than I actually am. But before we get into money, I think it's good to talk about what my best sellers are, what my price points look like. My best sellers at this market and generally by far are the pussy hats I make, which I'll put a picture right here, are those little cat ear beanies with like the flat tops that give you those cute little ears that poke out to the sides. I think they're so fun to make. I love seeing everybody wear them. And the price point on those is $30. I've been considering raising it. Just really, I should be raising the prices a little bit, but I want to keep it more affordable for you guys. And also, this is not my full-time job. I do this for fun and to make some extra cash on the side. so I don't really need the money, which is why I don't tend to raise the price. The next best seller are my little bow clips. If I have a picture also here, people love them. You clip them in your hair, on your clothes, your accessories, wherever you need a bow, really. Those go for $6 each or 2 for $10. So I like to have most of my prices be in the 10 to 30, 35 range. Anything that's above that price tends to hang around for a little bit longer. The way I keep track of my sales throughout the market is via a Google Sheets spreadsheet. I'm going to here show you what my spreadsheet looked like for this market. I like to also calculate the AOV, so the average order value, and know how much on average people are spending at my table. For this market, oh my god, I didn't write down. I'm gonna grab my laptop. I didn't write it down. This is so silly. When I tell you I don't really talk that much, I really mean it, because my voice is already tired from speaking for like 10 minutes so far. All right, let's get into the books. This market cost me $95 for a 10 by 10 space. I drove about 160 miles, which for me is about 22 bucks worth of gas. I made, this is before the fee, $1,165, and after taking out my vendor fee and the gas, I brought home a total of $1,047. So I had a really good market. Thank you guys. If you happen to be there and you're watching this, thank you so much. Not only did I have a blast, but really, I can't thank you guys enough. All right, now I know that a lot of people are probably watching this video because they are either vendors themselves or they want to get into vending, and I would love to share a couple of my tips with you guys. I started vending in March of 2022. We're just around my 2-year anniversary. So this is what I have learned and things that I wish I had started doing earlier. Number 1, bring everything up. Raise everything up. You gotta get vertical. If you're vending outdoors and you are using a canopy, hang things from your canopy if it makes sense for you. Have signage that's up, but just always think about where people's eye line goes and try and have eye-catching things there. So if you look at my setup, the majority of my things on my table are like physically laying on the table, but I always try and have a few things displayed at eye level. So if somebody's walking by or if they're scanning the room, then there's something there to catch their eye. I use these like little metal grates, the little shelving grates that are modular that you just put together with those connectors. I think you saw me doing it in a clip earlier in the video. Those are amazing. I got mine off Facebook Marketplace for 20 bucks. Other thing that I do that my friend Julia showed me, which is a total game changer, is getting bed risers for your tables. You will not believe how much bringing that table 6 inches off the ground is going to help people shop more easily. My next tip is always better early than stressed. I feel like this is a really simple one, but it's definitely true. I probably did not need to be there at 9 a.m. to set up for a market that starts at 11. Got up extra early and I made a little day of it, got some coffee, and I got a really good sandwich before the market, so I made it all worth it. Better early than stressed, always. Another thing is pack smarter, not harder. Always try and think of ways that you can group your display together to pack and unpack it a lot more easily. So for me, that means that a lot of my smaller display pieces get stored in smaller boxes within my larger boxes. So when I start to unpack, I just take those smaller boxes and I put them on the table that they're going to eventually be on, and so I can unpack and pack up really quickly. My last thing that I wish someone had told me earlier is about signage, and that is don't stress it. Your prices will change over time. Your signage may need to change with each market. Your setup will constantly change, so don't stress yourself out by having to have every single thing signed, single thing labeled. Just know generally what your prices are. If you have set prices on certain things, then maybe get like a few of those like chalkboard signs that you can put. I use letter boards. I just have 10 by 10 inch letter boards, and if I need to update them, I can do it really easily the night before the market and even bring a few extra letters with me in case I need to change it during the market. If someone needs to ask you a question, use it as an excuse or as an opportunity to engage with a customer and get to know them a little bit better. That's how my experience at Lucky Stars, and a few of my tips for future vendors or current vendors. If you are in the LA or San Diego area, I hope to see you at Lucky Stars sometime. If you want to keep up with me and what I'm doing, you can follow me on Instagram at the Yarn Bitch. I'm also, where am I at? I think I'm just on Instagram. I also have a website. I'm going to be doing a little shop update soon if you want to buy a physical item. I actually have a pattern for the pussy hat, and then I also have other knitting and crochet patterns if you're interested in that. So yeah, I'll see you soon, and thanks for watching.